वो है डॉलर इंडेक्स का राइज, ऑलमोस्ट 96-97 लेवल्स पे चला गया है इंटरनेशनली। ईटी नाउ पे एक बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग डिस्कशन हो रहा है जिम रॉजर्स के साथ, जो कि डॉलर इंडेक्स को और कमोडिटी मूवमेंट को कनेक्ट करते हैं इक्विटीज के साथ बहुत क्लोजली, और निकुंज बात कर रहे हैं। आइए एक छोटी सी झलक ले लेते हैं। देखिए डॉलर इंडेक्स ऑलमोस्ट 97 नज कर रही है। चलिए वहां सुनते हैं और जानते हैं क्या बातचीत हो रही है।
Accordingly, and the impact of the rate hike would be nullified?
Look back at markets anywhere in the last phase, whether it's the last 6 months or the last few months, year, some really crazy things have happened. You look back at the end of the 90s, the NASDAQ, the whole index like doubled in 6 months at the end. And it's always that way. People get really excited and exuberant, and they see things going up. They don't want to miss it. They want to jump in, and you have really wild, crazy moves. In America, we sometimes call it a blow off. The market blows off. It goes up so far so fast. So I would expect that is going to happen again. It has often happened in markets, and it will probably happen again when they start printing again, because then, see, when things get bad and the central bank comes riding in and prints more money, everybody says, oh, we don't ever have to worry. The central bank will protect us. That's when you get really, really worried.
Jim, I'm not getting into why Chinese are doing what they're doing, but let's understand the impact of what China is doing. If the Chinese government maintain this policy of where they want to slow down the economy, where they maintain a policy if they want to continue to have a tight leash over fintech and other sectors, especially in the internet space, what implications do you think it will have, A, for rest of the world, and B, for investors who up until now have invested in China are now really getting worried about their investments and are saying that, look, should we switch out of China?
Well, every country in the world wants to have strict control over its industries, whether it's India and agriculture or America, everybody. That's the way politicians are. I don't like it, but who cares? That's the way they are. China has been trying to slow down property, as you know, and in my view, that is correct for them to do that. Property got wildly overpriced, a huge bubble in many Chinese cities. And in my view, they're doing the right thing to try to calm it down. Now, can they control it, or does it turn into a huge collapse? I don't know. Most governments in history have not been able to control when they try to slow things down, and it gets out of control. I still own Chinese shares. I bought a few recently, not many, but a few. I am not selling out of China, although I don't own property in China. I do suspect that China will continue to try to calm property because it got into a wild bubble.
Jim, there seems to be popular belief here in India that there is a froth/exuberance in the new age digital companies. Many of them have IPO'd in the last 3 or 6 months or so, and one has seen quite a bit of tizzy in terms of their valuation. While, that subject aside, just wanted to understand what is it that you're making of this entire fad which is emerging for digital assets. I was just reading the other day that there has been a £2.5 million auction for a digital real estate. Not just that, we all know that the NFT fad as well is very fast catching up. This amidst news that India is looking at presenting a crypto bill on whether or not to legalize crypto assets, or whether India is going to have its own sovereign digital currency or not, which is going to be tabled in the parliament shortly.
Well, as I said, there are always new things coming in any market when it goes up for a while, and that's what's happening now. In the late 60s, in the American market, for instance, at one point, anything that said computer in its title did well. There was a laundry that changed its name to something laundry or something computer. And the stock went crazy for a long time. And that's what we're having now, the cryptocurrencies, the NFT. My wife is involved with NFTs. You know, many people get involved with these things. But that's the way all markets work. When you come towards the end, a lot of new people come, a lot of new instruments come, a lot of new ways to get rich come. You know, SPACs, you see SPACs are coming again. Well, SPACs have been around for 300 years. And every time, not every time, but nearly every time a market goes up for a long time, SPACs come back. Well, here we have SPACs again. These are all signs of things that have happened before, and they will happen again the next time we have a bull market.